Welcome back to Space Games and Space Beer with me, NPC. Continuing a Dolly Parton inspired playthrough of the Bethesda space adventure role-playing game Starfield. Today's beer is the Collapsing Stars Imperial Hazy India Pale Ale from Culmination Brewing here in Portland, Oregon. 8% ABV, 16 fluid ounces. This one's gonna hit me. Oh, that's tasty. That's tasty. Well, okay. It tastes like an IPA. So, whatever that means to you and your taste buds. It doesn't taste like a special IPA. There's nothing exciting about it. I have a hard time differentiating this from the vast sea of IPAs that this city is known for. I wouldn't turn it down if it were offered to me again, though. It's tasty. It's going to do its job, and I'm going to get a little bit sauced as I'm behind the wheel here. But, kids, don't fly spaceships and drink at the same time. It's not okay. You can do better than that. Anyway, all right. Here we go. When we last left off, I believe we had just arrived at Constellation's headquarters, the Lodge, in the city of New Atlantis. We met all the people here, and we got showed to our bedroom. For this session and the next probably one or two afterwards, I'm going to be doing this jam session of running around through New Atlantis. I'm just going to pick up as many missions as I can, do the ones that are local, and then move on with the main quest after that. It's just kind of a roundup. I'm not going to speedrun it. We are going to go through conversations, but I am not going to just lollygag around town. I'm going to keep our eye on the immediate prizes. And we're also going to go meet our parents. How exciting. All right. Well, let's do this. Yeah, this is an IPA. All right, here's our bedroom. Here's our infinite storage safe over here. Probably never going to use it because it's kind of a slog to hoof it back here every time. You may have noticed my on-screen display has changed a little bit because I installed more mods. Well, no, that's a lie. Mods that I had previously installed got updated. Anyway, it's just going to make it even easier going forward to quickly loot this place and anywhere else we're at. Everybody's got those same two damn board games. We have a lab here, but we've also got a better one downstairs, so we're just going to ignore it. See? I think that was our first occurrence of opening a book and finding a map location. Should we ever get to Earth, we'll go check that out. Oh, and as usual, I'm just going to kind of keep these open for a moment and then close them. If you want to read them, you can use the pause button. That'll take us to the roof. Nothing exciting up there. Here we have our workshop. Take all these foods because they are useful in cooking. Mission board. Let me get some quick cash. So you may notice I installed another mod, and I can't get the mouse up anyway. At the bottom, I updated the mask, so I'm just don't want to have to worry about storage. It's just kind of a slog. I played this over 100 hours. I'm gonna take it easy this time. Anyway, let's see what we can research. Oh, that's right. We gotta level up. Let's do that real quick. Boost my security and get commerce. The research lab lets you discover new crafting recipes by completing research projects. Each research project requires materials in order to make progress. The materials needed can range from raw minerals extracted from planets to organic substances extracted from alien creatures and plant life to manufactured components that can be made at an industrial workbench. Okay, let's start at the bottom and see what all we can make. There's kind of a system to doing this, which reminds me, yeah, I should totally game that system by putting on my lab outfit as a bonus 5% chance of research sudden development. So as you're making things in the research lab, you are going down lists of ingredients and, putting them in the compilator or whatever. And you have a chance every time of spontaneously generating other resources. Or, well, not so much generating as eliminating the need for them. It'll make sense here. All right. See, we got 30 iron. We only need 3. Just gonna confirm it. All right. Nickel. Oh, we got a lot of sealing. Let's do that one. We need 2. And there you go. Sudden development gave us bonus 3 points of nickel. And completed that. That way we didn't have to spend any of the nickel that we had in there. Okay. Do the same thing here. Let's start with aluminum. Yeah. Well. Oh, just one moment. I think I hear a dog barking. Be right back. Poor doggos. Alright, what do we got? We got a lot of iron. Alright, that's all we can do. Alright, let's do this. Oh, yep, see? We got a quest to meet our parents. So the first thing I'm going to do is just head over, start. This is how you get to the spaceport. Your ship's right there. And the teleport icon, the fast travel icon right next to it is always the spaceport. It'll have like the name of the city and that's it. Oop, damn it. And it's tricky. Hold on, let's do this again. There we go.
A diplomatic visa? You got to be kidding me. Envoys haven't needed diplomatic visas since the Colony War.
The law's the law, sir, and that one's still on the books. New Atlantis Security Charter 2308 Addendum, Article 2, Section 8.
Ludicrous. You made all that up. There is no such addendum. The war ended almost 20 years ago. I am Representative Evans Chisholm of the Freestyle Collective. I've been coming here for months trying to ensure continuity.
I don't make up the laws, Representative. I just enforce them. You have a good day now. Someplace else. Stay safe out there.
What? Can't you see I'm dealing with something?
Typical UC tyranny.
Oh, sorry, friend. I didn't realize you were one of us. Thanks for your concern. But yeah, it looks like I'm stuck. The gall of this man to ask me for a diplomatic visa. You know we haven't needed to show one of these since we kicked their asses in the colony war?
Damn right. That ain't acceptable. They're clearly singling you out.
No, it's not. It's mighty kind of you to offer. But look, he knew I was a political envoy before I even landed. But you clearly are not going to get the same harassment I did. If you could go to the Free Star Collective embassy and talk to one of the diplomats, I'm sure they could clear this up. Please, take these credits. I insist.
Is there a problem?
Let's talk to this asshole.
Can I help you?
Your anger with that man seems so personal.
Well, I mean, yeah, I won't deny it. Free Star politicians coming here like they own the place. Peace my ass. What's so peaceful about breaking the armistice? About expanding into systems they're not supposed to? Everyone knows they're doing it. Everyone. Worst kept secret in the settled systems. Hey, they did it when they caused the colony war, and now they're doing it again. My uncle died in that war. You know what I'm saying?
Of course. And yet, that's not the representative's fault now, is it? Really? You should let him in.
You're right. I shouldn't take that stuff out on people. It's not the representative's fault. I'll go talk to him, clear it all up. Thank you. Representative Chisholm, I double-checked the regulations and we made a mistake.
Oh, did you now? Your malicious harassment was just a mistake? A clerical error?
Just trying to apologize, Representative. You're free to enter the city, and, your experience with us wasn't up to our usual standards. I'm sorry.
Finally. Some admission of fault. That's the kind of honesty I've come to expect from UC Security. Thank you. I'll be on my way now.
I actually didn't know you could complete the mission that way. That's pretty cool.
It appears that UC Security has seen reason. Don't think I didn't notice you talking to that Officer Wills just before he came over to apologize. Here, a little token of appreciation from the Free Star Collective.
One down.
Hey! Hey, you! You have a minute? I need to talk to you. You're the one that was on Vectera, right? You flew in on the, frontier.
Depends on who's asking. And why.
Tommy Bitlow, SSNN research intern. Word is the frontier was involved in an attack? It's true, right? You saw some real action?
Good people died and are injured.
Oh, I'm so sorry, but you're the first source I've ever met. This is great, great! My boss, Nadia Mufaz, would kill to talk to you. An actual eyewitness! There's credits in it for credible, newsworthy information.
Who was Nadia Mufaz?
Everyone knows David Barron, the face and voice of SSNN, if you will. But Nadia is in charge of all the research. All the best stories were written by her. She's really something.
I could use the money.
And easy money, too. Just go to the SSNN building. It's not far. Keep it up, Tommy. You're killing it.
Sergeant Yumi's looking for reliable people to help the guard. Contact him if you're interested. We'd all appreciate it.
Oh man, everything's lining up very nicely.
Scanned as you enter the city. Please keep moving. Okay. No bounty. You're clear. Enjoy your visit.
Anything I can do for you? Ever been to Sidonia? My brother works there.
Anything you recommend doing in New Atlantis?
There's a huge tree in the Embassy District, across from the mass station. Trust me, it may sound dumb, but I think everyone should see it at least once when they're in the city. It's so cool. Or maybe I just love trees.
Yeah, I like living here.
Oh, sure. There's always tons of travel into New Atlantis, so there's no shortage of people to meet. I love talking with the new people and hearing about their journeys. Not to mention, it's also nice and safe. Unlike my brother's job.
You worried about your brother?
Well, of course. He's a Marine stationed in Sidonia. My whole family is worried about him. My dad worked his butt off so that we could all have safe jobs here in New Atlantis. But Chris ran off to Sidonia the first chance he got. He says he's okay, and that he loves his job and all that. But I don't think he understands how hard this is on our family.
I'd be worried too.
Finally, someone understands. I guess I can only hope that Chris will come to his senses one day. But anyways, I apologize. I didn't mean to dump all of that onto you. I just had to get that all off my chest, I guess. See you.
Not used to people coming up to me. The suit usually scares them off. Although I guess that's my fault, isn't it?
It's an impressive suit, if a little intimidating.
Yeah, well, I go all over. A little psychological warfare up front tends to make things easier.
I'm guessing you're a mercenary then? Or military?
Retired, actually. From too many lives to count. But I've been all those things, yeah. And a few more. I spend a lot of time in the fringes these days. God help you if you come across something someone wants. You'd think it was things like civilizations and factions that cause people to want to shoot each other. No, even without that, it's still winner take all.
There's a whole philosophy behind that sentence, isn't there?
Well, you're on to me.
That's bleak. Plenty of people out there helping each other.
Of course. That's what makes the reality so tragic. Wait a second. I think I'm in danger of having a real conversation with someone for a change. Better stop here. I'm sure we'll see each other again.
Good to see you again. Can I get you something? Hey there. Always nice to see a new face. First time in New Atlantis?
I didn't think it was that obvious.
Oh boy. I didn't mean for you to take it personally. It's just something to say to customers. Break the ice. Know what I mean? Listen, you just relax. Make yourself comfortable. You're welcome to stay as long as you want. That work for you, new girl? Let me know if there's anything I can get you.
Heard any interesting news lately?
Bit of a slow news day around here. Ah, well, speaking of news, some folks are convinced David Barron, you know, the SSN anchor, is some sort of Freestar sympathizer. Ridiculous, if you ask me. Sure, they ran a couple of stories about Aquila City that weren't totally critical, but come on. Have you ever been? It's really not that bad. Anyway, that's the sort of high-stakes stuff people talk up while waiting on a flight. So glad you asked, aren't you? I can tell.
Your business seems to be booming for you.
Yep. Spaceport traffic keeps me pretty busy. But just between you and me, I've got something in the works that'll change everything. A new drink that'll make this place famous, galaxy-wide.
Well, I have to give this a try.
You would love it, I guarantee. Only, I can't make you one right now. Don't have the ingredients. I made a deal with a hauler to bring me some small samples of an ingredient I think will make all the difference. But it never showed up. Turns out the guy I hired was also hired by a few other folks. The kind of folks who ship less than legal cargo. Security got wind, and the whole lot was impounded. Now they're just sitting on it, taking their sweet time like they always do. It's killing me.
Can't you just order some more of whatever you need?
Yes. What with all these extra credits cluttering up the place, why didn't I think of that? Sorry, snark isn't helpful. This stuff was pricey to get a hold of the first time.
Well, sounds like the sort of thing that could drive one to drink.
Very clever of you. Your parents must be so proud. And really, I'm not even certain this is what I need to finish the recipe. I think it is. I need to get my hands on that cargo.
Sure sounds like you need a helping hand.
I really do. It's gonna keep me awake nights if I don't try. Before we say anything else, I am in no way asking you to do anything that might violate any of the many, many laws in place here in New Atlantis or the larger United Colonies. This is just one friend talking to another friend, asking if maybe that friend could possibly find a way to get her important cargo out of the impound. And if, hypothetically, that were done in a less than 100% legal way, well, that might not be the worst thing in the world. You, with me on this?
I'm here for you. I'll do whatever I can.
God, you have no idea what a relief this is. I'm obviously not expecting you or anyone to go in guns blazing and taking hostages or something. I just figure there has to be a way to get what I need.
Do you have any information to go off?
I know a few things, but not much. The cargo is being held down at the spaceport, not in the security office. Still, they use the same access cards. If you had one, it'd work. How or why you would have a UC security access card is none of my business, of course. I'm sure I'm better off not knowing. Beyond that, the ship decks over there might also be able to get in. I don't know any of them, or I'd be talking to them instead of you. No offense.
What have you tried already?
Like I said, I submitted the usual security release forms. But because my cargo is tied up with a bunch of, again, totally unrelated illegal stuff, I don't expect the forms to matter. At all. I went and talked to an officer at the office, too. Yumi. Sergeant, maybe? He was polite, but unhelpful. I declined to suggest that as their new slogan. New Atlantis security. Polite, but unhelpful. Truth in advertising, eh?
Don't worry, I'll figure something out.
I'm not worried. I'm annoyed. Wait, are you saying I should be worried? No, of course not. It'll be fine. Totally fine. I trust you. See you around.
Seems like a small decision, but they all add up over time, and it's paralyzing if you really stop and think about it.
Buddy, it's coffee. Pick one, get out of the way, and let us get on with our lives.
Yeah, sorry. Sure. Hi there.
I keep telling them I am a manager. I should be managing.
Well, manager, do you think you can manage to make a premium cappuccino with double dairy and no whip?
I don't appreciate your tone. And no, I will not make whatever it is you just said. Because this place is a disorganized mess. What you asked me to do is literally impossible.
Oh, I understand impossible. Fine. You want to organize? There's some up in the back. See if you can't organize a little floor cleaning operation.
Outrageous!
My colleague has an amazing relic in his possession. A spoon recovered from Earth. Ah, I'm so envious. Here one moment, gone the next. I tell you, you must cherish everything and everyone while they're here. You never know when you may lose them.
Takes time to grieve. Your loss will get easier with time.
I hope you're right. You see, I lost something invaluable. Lost it in a bet, if you must know. It was one of my most prized items in my collection. It was a gem. Priceless, no doubt. And its beauty was blinding. Life seems a little less bright without it. That scoundrel George St. George has it in his possession now. And knowing that fills me with such envy and anger.
All this over a gem you lost in a bet? You make it sound like someone died.
Well, yes. A part of me died when I lost it.
If you miss it that badly, there has to be a way to get it back.
I agree. I think I know just the thing. St. George, like myself, is a collector of trinkets and relics from Earth. I have in my possession a plate that I'm sure he won't be able to live without. Please, would you be my hero and go exchange the plate for the jewel? I'm sure it will work.
Why can't you do it yourself?
Oh, God, no. I could never face him myself. I'd be sick just at the sight of him. St. George would never give the gem back if I went myself. He would gain a smug satisfaction from declining the offer.
All right, I'll make the exchange for you.
Fantastic. Here's the plate. Come back to me when you have the gem, and please don't drop it. Oh, where are my manners? My name is Guillaume, by the way. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
What if George rejects the exchange? Are you sure the plate is enough?
I can assure you with near certainty he won't decline. As much as I hate to say it, St. George and I are cut from the same cloth. We both adore relics from Earth, no matter how large or monetarily valuable they are. They are a piece of human history, and that means a lot to us both. It pains me to part with the plate, but I happen to have a few others in my collection. If it means sacrificing one to get the gem back, I will.
Ta-ta!
The first thing we're gonna do...
Hello, and welcome to Terra Brew. How may I serve you?
Howdy.
Thanks for choosing Terra Brew. What can I get you?
Oh, hi. What's your favorite thing on the menu?
Corporate policy requires me to state that everything Terra Brew offers is my favorite. Certainly. Please take your time.
You know what? Let's just get 3 of these. They'll come in handy in a bit. Save us some time.
It takes a strong mind and a good eye to sell art.
Wait, where is he? He's usually like in here. Looking for a creepy old man who looks like he's wearing his pajamas. Hope that fucker didn't go to bed. Huh.
The one that got his ship blown up by the Crimson Fleet? We were talking about it, but I couldn't remember his name. Well,
You see that scientist out in front of mast, staring at trees, sounds upset? Whatever it is, it can't be that bad, right?
Yep, We're gonna go there in a bit, buddy. But right now, I gotta find creepy old man in his pajamas. Where'd he go? If I don't see him, we will have to do this one
hey, no
later.
funny stuff with that boost pack. Got enough flight traffic as it is.
Well,
Selling art, dealing in art is more exciting than one would think.
so you're an art dealer?
Indeed, I am. I've been an art dealer for most of my life, plying my trade all across the settled systems. It's actually why I'm here in New Atlantis today. I'll be delivering a piece of art to a very particular client later. However, I don't yet have the art in my possession. Actually, would you like to pick up the artwork and bring it back to me? I'll reward you for your effort, of course.
How about if you turned around and faced me? But, alright, well, whatever. What exactly does my help entail?
You simply need to go pick up some artwork. The exchange has already been arranged, and you won't have to show any credits. It's just a matter of picking something up and bringing it back to me. There's really no need to worry. It's all very simple.
I'll do it.
Excellent. You'll be picking up the art from Zoe Kaminsky at the Trade Authority. Tell her you're there for Samson Jabrel's art. She'll understand. Return the artwork to me, and you will be compensated. Goodbye.
Well, motherfucker ain't here, so we're looking for St. George. George St. George. Anyway, maybe he will be here the next time we come back. But until then, onward.
Well, hello. You hear about the job by any chance? The officer over there can help you with any bounty issues.
Sure am. Saw the sign outside.
You did, huh? Gotta admit, I was against the sign at first. Felt cheesy, you know? Like we're hiring a dishwasher or one of those dancing clowns. But here you are. Can't argue with effectiveness. And if nothing else, New Atlantis security is just that. Effective. When we're fully staffed, that is. But we're not. Long story. And need some help. You interested?
Definitely. Just tell me what I need to do.
Well, first things first, I have to ask. Do you have any security experience at all?
I had a run-in with the Crimson Fleet. Don't know if that counts.
It sure counts for something. I mean, you're alive. And resilience is definitely an important trait for any officer. Well, I think I've heard all I need. Your first assignment couldn't be easier. Go to Mast and check in with Agent Plato at Aegis. There was a package left at a dead drop, and they need UC security to handle it. He'll fill you in on the details.
You mentioned Aegis. Who are they?
Aegis? They're basically UC intelligence. They help identify threats to New Atlantis before they become problems. While we're separate departments, there are times we need to rely on each other, so it's important to keep a good working relationship. We do Agent Plato this favor, and maybe he'll toss us some intel when an investigation stalled. Tit for tat. You know how it works. Let me know if you have any questions.
Okay, one more look around. Where's weird old man in his pajamas? Be nice if I could just knock this one out while I'm here. Creepy hunter guy's gone. Nope. Well, if we see him, gotta flag him down. Alright, next we're gonna hit up. Let's do commercial.
Evening, ma'am.
An unnamed tracker opened fire on their mark in the middle of a busy spaceport. Although no one was injured except the tracker's target, this newest spate of violence has renewed the call for stricter regulation of the tracker's alliance. The alliance released a press statement saying that the mark was accurate and the tracker in question didn't hurt anyone. But if history is any judge, it's only a matter of time before an incident occurs with a more tragic outcome. The heart of the settled systems, SG&SB.
You can't go in. You just can't.
But David's my friend. He writes me.
I hate to break it to you, but his PA is the one who signs all those cards and headshots. Mr. Barron's a very busy and important man.
But I came all this way.
Listen, I might be able to hook you up with some merch. Maybe get you a ticket to a speaking gig he's got. That's all I can do.
You are the best!
Welcome to
David's
SSNN.
amazing. And I hear he's single.
If you ever find yourself with a hot lead, we will do our best to protect your anonymity.
I've just got a feeling about you. You have a story to tell. Welcome to SSNN, where the news never sleeps. If you're part of the David Barron fan club, try not to inflate his ego too much. He's liable to burst.
Nice to meet you too.
Sorry. Long day. Longer night. How about a do-over? Let's take a look at you. You're not from around here. My guess is you really work for a living. I bet you have a story or two. I have a feeling about such things.
Actually, your intern asked me to do an interview for you.
Tommy? Tommy did something useful? So you must be the captain of the... Frontier? Rumor is there was a firefight at a mining installation. I'm interested only in primary sources. So things you've seen and or done that are newsworthy. No hearsay. So, what do you got for me?
Crimson Fleet attacked an Argos mining facility over on Vectera.
Looks like some Crimson Fleet brainiac figured out it's easier to hit stationary targets than dogfighting in the field. And you are an eyewitness with the courtesy to find us instead of being chased down. Refreshing. So what were the pirates doing there? It's not their usual MO.
They were mining beryllium, iron, and some rare minerals. Easy credits.
Rare minerals, you say? That would be worth the price of admission. So what's your role in all this? Part of a tour group?
I worked for Argos. Now I'm with Constellation.
Wow, an actual member of Constellation graces my office. Do we bow? Maybe smoke a pipe? So we've covered the basics. How about any harrowing tales of daring do? How'd a bunch of miners triumph?
Mining crew banded together and fought them off with the mining lasers.
Huh. Sounds like a good outfit. The heroic miner is a good angle. This is a good local story. Plucky miners band together and punch above their weight. If you ever get more stories like this, drop by. And take this to cover any incidentals, or other creative ways to pad out an expense report. You talk and get paid, I spread the news. It's a classic win-win.
What stories you working on right now?
I'm working on an investigative piece about some of the businesses in the well right now. Trying to get a handle on how things are in that part of the city. I'm not sure the story will get off the ground, though. I asked the higher-ups if I could go down there for some interviews, but they said it's too dangerous. They'd probably be all for it if David asked.
I'd be willing to do the interviews for you.
Would you really? I'd owe you big time if you did. You've been a huge help on my other stories. I'm sure you'd do great.
Consider it done.
Great. I had 3 interviewees in mind. Teresa Mason, the owner of Kay's house, Henrik Zoran at Apex Electronics, and Nurse O'Shea from the medbay. You don't need to ask too many tough questions. I just want to read on how their businesses are doing, and how things are in the well. I really can't thank you enough.
I can't believe I'm here. SSNN. Don't be nervous. You got this.
Easy for you to say, top of the class.
Infinity is huge, like staggeringly huge. They need people like you, even with your grades.
Yeah, I'm sure a junior assistant is vital.
It's your foot in the door. Show initiative, positive attitude, and the sky's the limit.
I could see how you made head cheerleader.
Go Timberwolves!
Wow, you look completely different.
It's me.
I mean, you look great, but isn't it going to confuse him? He won't even recognize you.
I'll be mysterious.
Zoe, you are 1 in a million.
Maybe for our 3rd date, I'll be a redhead.
Enhance is here for you, no matter your needs. Hi, welcome to Enhance. Thanks so much for stopping in today. I'm sure my staff and I can accommodate your every need. If you're here to try something new or on a whim, or to replicate a look you've seen and loved elsewhere, or just want to love your reflection in the mirror a little bit more, we've got you covered. All our services and records are private and confidential, so no need to worry.
I'm glad that you take patient confidentiality seriously. A breach of information could be a major problem for your business.
Oh my God. You certainly put things bluntly, don't you?
Didn't mean to scare you. I just mean it's important for places like these to build trust with their patients.
You just took me a little bit off guard. It's like you read my mind or something. You see, I've run into a bit of an issue, a teensy little issue. I may have lost a data slate containing the confidential information of numerous patients. Little things, you know, like payment, information, procedures done, age, birthdays, mailing addresses. Oh no, who am I kidding? This is so bad. If that information gets out, my business and reputation could be destroyed. No patient will trust me again.
Why did you just tell me all that? What's stopping me from spreading this info around?
Because I sense a kind of aura around you, an air of nobility.
Dolly Parton has that on
Also,
people.
it all just spilled out. I couldn't hold it in anymore.
Well, that certainly isn't good.
It's not. People's private information is at stake, ready to be taken by any bad actor that finds that damn slate. And worse, my reputation and business is on the line. Please, I'm begging you. You have to find that slate.
All right, I'll find it. Where have you visited recently?
Yes. Thank you. And let's see, I frequent the Terra Brew nearby, as well as Whetstone. I also stopped by the Valberg building recently. Thank you for doing this. You're a lifesaver. Please, come back as soon as you have the slate. Oh, and don't read anything on it. It's confidential stuff, remember? Come back anytime.
Oh.
By Vectera, by Vectera, by Vectera! I can't believe it! Is it you? Is it really, really you? Captain of the frontier, bane of the fleet, constellation's shining star of stars.
Bane of the fleet?
Oh, don't be so modest. It was all over SSNN. Lone miner tames the Crimson Fleet, saves a member of Constellation, and steals the hearts of millions, no, trillions. And now you're standing here next to me. Oh, it really is you, right?
It's me.
Then the day is truly blessed. Because for a moment, I wasn't sure if you were real or just another hallucination. But now that I know it's you, what are the odds? And to think, I almost went for coffee instead. But I changed my routine for one day, and here you are. It's almost like it was meant to be.
You changed your routine?
Oh, yes. Normally I start my day by drinking 4 cups of coffee and stuffing my face with chunks. But after being inspired by your story, I thought to myself, what would the great and powerful hero of Vectera do? And so instead, I went for a jog. I ran and I ran and I ran, picturing you in the distance, like a North Star. Imagine my surprise to find you were actually real. By the light of Polaris, it must be fate.
Agreed, this is clearly destiny.
I know, right? And you can try to fight destiny, but you probably aren't going to win. Although, if I'm being honest, I'd wager you could beat just about anything, even theoretical concepts. But why would you, in this case? Either way, it's such an honor to meet you. Hey, do you mind if I follow you around? Do you need a sidekick? What am I saying? You're a hero, of course you do. Lead the way.
If you're gonna be my sidekick, won't you need a costume?
Good point. I'll start working on it right away, as soon as I learn how to sew. Until then, maybe I can be a sidekick in training. Do you have an academy where fans can practice groveling at your feet? If not, I can start one.
Welcome aboard.
You won't be disappointed.
I'm gonna assign him to the frontier. See you back at the ship, buddy. Or just, you know, hang out there, whatever.
I feel underdressed.
Yeah, I don't know why they set up shop here. They'd be better off in Neon.
but Outland's used to people like us.
So the hardware's worth the trip?
Best in the settled systems. Expensive as hell, but once you are kitted out, we can go after the big bounties.
I just wish everyone wasn't staring at us.
Screw them. Let's do some business.
If there is, as always, all GalBank transactions are secure and guaranteed. With GalBank, your money is always safe. Always.
Now, listen, I have a lot on my plate right now, and you don't look like a new hire stumbling through their first day. Who exactly are you?
Just a starship captain, seeing what New Atlantis has to offer.
Really? Huh. You have your own ship? Oh, this is perfect. Kismet, really. I have a business proposition for you that could help us both out. Very lucrative.
You buttered me up pretty thick.
So you see right through me. You've got a good eye. You are just the person I'm looking for. Well, confession time. I might just be a little desperate. See, the world of credit analysis, dealing with deadbeats and reprobates is, it's a tough field. What I need is a ringer, someone that can collect some of our top delinquent offenders. What I need is you. You work with me, and the fee you get will be huge.
Tell me about the mark, then.
Yes! So, we got a Galaxy-class con man took out a loan to franchise a restaurant. Turns out, surprise, it was a scam. And Dieter Maliki Jump's system. Now, he's holed up in a literal shack in the middle of nowhere. Can you believe it? The job is simple. Get Dieter to pay. And we don't want him dead. We don't want him hurt. Just close his account like an honest citizen.
How do we get him to pay?
Well, you may need to lean on him, scare him. Nothing illegal. Just talk to him. And don't listen to any sob stories he tells you. Any job I give you, I guarantee there's not some poor sick aunt that needs credits for surgery. These are scofflaws, scum, flagrantly violating the terms of their GalBank agreements.
Let's collect some debt.
I'll send over all the details. You find Dieter and bring his account current. I hate to end on this note, but not everyone's a straight arrow. If you cut a deal with Dieter, honestly, I have no way of knowing. But don't expect any more jobs for me. Best of luck. I believe in you.
Okay, we are now 1 hour in. I'm going to go ahead and make an episode break here. When we return, we will be picking up right where we left off. Let's get a quick save going. Thanks for watching Space Game, Space Beer. This is Starfield, my Molly Harper, aka Dolly Parton playthrough. I hope you are enjoying watching this. Today's beer was Culmination Brewing's Collapsing Stars Imperial Hazy India Pale Ale. It certainly tastes like an India Pale Ale. It's drinkable. I'll have another. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and stop this one, and I'm gonna start a new one in just a few moments. Thanks for watching.